Let's see if we're live. Show monitor yourself. No, I'm waiting. I am gonna show my monitor. I'm just waiting to see if my. Oh, look, we're live. We're live on YouTube, boys. All right, good. Alright, now I'm just gonna we're gonna be live on YouTube at Smart Money Pedigree. Alright? It's gonna be your YouTube right there. We're live streaming right there. I'll show look on my shit that popped out. Let me now. I wanna get my second computer to look at the screen here. So look at the YouTube chats. We're not gonna do a delay yet, but we will be doing delays on YouTube more often than not. Because the goal is to trade without a delay, but then we're gonna be trading with the delay on we're gonna trade it with the delay on YouTube and then without a delay for the live people that are trading with us, you know? Alright, well we should be good to go. I gotta turn off the notifications for, how do I look at notifications here? For Telegram. I guess I could turn Discord off. Turn that off, I guess. Telegram. I don't really want to get notifications here while we're trading live, you know? Whatever, we're fine. Alright, so let me put on my Google glasses real quick. What's going on, Abdi? What's going on, Henry Gerald? Let me show you guys a little something here. Put on my Google glasses. And then we'll trade with the Google glasses on, so you guys can see everything. Sorry, the Ray-Bans. And then we'll go with the charts here too. Still trying to fix everything here. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this computer here, but we'll figure it out. What's going on, Orsini? Oh wait, hold on, let me see. I can just put it on through here like this. That should be good. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna put this camera up here. Okay, that'll be better. Right there. I'm gonna put this right here. The people like right here. And we should be pretty much set. Let me know if everything looks good here on the YouTube. I don't know if you guys can hear me fine as well. Are we good? Alright, good. Alright, so now getting into some charts here. Looking at SPX here, right? I hope you guys are able to see it, what we're looking for. We're overall obviously in this trend. We had this big impulse that just happened this session. You can see how London here we have Asian highs, Asian lows, and London highs that they could grab. There's still liquidity below, but it looks like we don't really want to grab that. It looks like the price is just trending higher. So we're going to trade from that. As long as price is giving us bullish momentum, there's pretty much no need for us to try to capitalize from the opposite end. Right? We can see out here for midnight, we had to push up higher. 8:30, we're above both highs. We are in a very premium zone where price potentially could drop. Right? What I'm looking for now is, do we get or can we get any type of SMT here that makes sense for us to try to short this? If we can get anything that makes sense for us to short this, then potentially we could try to go for this short here, right? If we're looking at price overall, we can see how price here had this sweep right there. I can mark that off. Let me just mark off my sessions for index pairs. Oh, my glasses are about to shut down. You guys gotta be charged, guys. I apologize. I guess they gotta be charged. Alright, so let me mark off my Asian session and London highs here. London and Asia session highs right there. Boom. Boom. I'm open. Here's how I'm open right here. Alright, so what I'm looking at right now is this structure leg that we're kind of in here. Focus on this. I'm seeing if we can get any type of rebalances where price makes sense here. Right? We have midnight open. We're above 8:30 open. We had a big impulse leading to the morning. So majority of the time people are going to want to be trying to get out these longs here. That's what I see happening. What we want to try to do is try to capitalize from the opposite end. We want to try to see if we can potentially make something from this Asia/London highs, and then see if we could capitalize from this premium or this discount to this premium high right here. Right now we're obviously at a premium from this level. We're trying to drop down to a discount where it makes sense for us to try to capitalize on these longs. So our TP1, where it would make sense to try to close a short, would be down here. This is where I would be looking to close TP1 if I'm looking for the short to continue with this price action. Because obviously for my impulse moves, we're always looking for the short here. So what can I see here that could guide me if I'm looking for some shorts, right? M4, not really FAGs. M3, with the risk structure, we have a little bit of stuff going on here on the M1 as well. If we look at M1, we kind of had an impulse here, right? We had a break of structure right here. I'm looking at price, broke this little leg of structure right there. We then had an FAG that we respected right here, which is interesting. And then we drop down here again with another FAG. It looks like we're gonna have to switch back to phone camera, guys. Bro, my stop loss got hit every time until I get hit. Please help. Use a bigger stop, brother. So we're gonna be trading from the YouTube because my cameras for my glasses died, so we gotta wait a little bit. I'll charge them in a second, but basically this is what's going on right now. So we had this displacement leg here. Where's our midnight open? Midnight open. We're still above our 8:30 open, huh? M4, M5, M3. M3 you had that. M2 you have that. There's entries all around right now, I would say. You could definitely capitalize from this. Even this little top here makes sense. we're respecting highs more than we're respecting lows, right? So the lows are being broken, the highs are not, which is interesting to see here. Lower low points, lower high. Everything has been a lower low here. Everything, this failed to make a higher high for SPX. Look at this. Let me see here. Alright, so here let me put SPX here, and then here let me put US30 here, so we can analyze this together. Yeah, price is going to give us a nice decline here, it should. M1. Still lower high point for both. I'm looking at the wrong one? No, I'm not. Yeah, price is looking very good, but we should definitely get a displacement or a continuation drops for the index pairs for sure. It should continue dropping as of now. It looks pretty bearish to me. Looks like price is respecting these levels overall. Actually would have been up here, which I kind of missed. So there's not much that I could do here to rather just be patient and see how price reacts to these levels. If we do manage to come back up to this level of supply, then probably from there we could try to capitalize. Stop hunt model. Stop hunt model for what? Definitely want to see price drop down to this discount here from this big impulse that we had morning session. You know, it looks like that's what's gonna happen here. Big impulse here, not really much of a correlation. If we're looking at price from this FVG here, looks like we hit this, drop down, a little bit of a OP there. Still not satisfied overall, still a little confused with price, because if you really look at price here, we have an FVG here as well. So that's another thing that can maybe backtrack us from this buys here, which it did sweep some liquidity, so this is valid. You can see how this, grab this liquidity below right here, right? So we are kind of stuck in the middle of two sides to the picture. For us in SPX, we're stuck in the longs and the shorts. We really want to see something more that makes more sense here. Obviously, we were in this level here, I would just be at break even now and let price do its thing. But I'd much rather see price maybe break out of this, give me a displacement, and then from here capitalize to take the shorts down to this level, right? It's now just about a patience game, focusing on your short-term highs, short-term lows, intermediate-term highs, right? Seeing what price wants to deliver for you. That makes more sense, because as of now, we are stuck in this structural leg right here, from this high to this low. But the thing with this is that we have a little bit of both angles, right? We have a little bit of bullishness going up higher, and we have a little bit of bearishness. So whenever I'm stuck in that type of range, I'd rather just wait and see what price wants to give me. If I was in a little bit entrier, then I would just be at break even up here, you know? But unfortunately, it's not the case right now. So we just gotta wait. A little bit of bullishness here, drop down, FVG. GBP/USD, let's look at Forex pairs. Now that we're actually talking about it, let's look at Forex pairs, because we actually haven't seen Forex pairs all too much. Yeah, this is why we don't trade Forex. I mean, this is simply why we don't trade Forex. These pairs are horrible to trade. This is nothing pleasing to look from at all. You know, obviously a lot of liquidity from both angles. And it looks like right now I want to tap into is the bottom range liquidity. So the sell side that we have here for GBP/USD would be what you want to focus on. And it looks like we did grab quite a nice chunk of liquidity above here. But again, it's just very stuck in these ranges. If we look at M2 or M3, yes, you have an FEG here, you could have capitalized from drop down, but it's such a I would say such a sloppy pair to trade right now for EUR for USDP and GBP/USD, you know. So we will see. EURUSD a little bit better, I guess, but still very choppy. What about gold? Gold, same thing, just very choppy overall. Down to a level where potentially we could see price drop down below it. See how we kind of made this FEG here. We had a big overall sweep right there from gold. It looks like we had this big sweep. Thing is, now you want to focus on, well, what did we break here? Not much. There's not really a level of structure here, just this discount. Didn't really build structure there. You focus more on the structural points that you're trying to break from. Alright, so big impulse from SPX. It looks like if we would have gotten into that sell that I was covering, we would have gotten stopped out early. We would be at break even. So that's one. Now what I'm focused on is what's gonna happen now, right? We obviously hit this level of discount. It looks like we have broken out of complete structure here. This is showing me a bullish hand for the day. This is definitely showing me a bullish hand. Looks like price does not really want to drop here. We're gonna have to flip the script and see what we're looking for on the opposite end. So if we're looking at price action from the opposite end, now looking for the longs, but what are we really focused on or toned down in? It looks like now we can erase all of this because obviously price does not look like it wants to drop down. We want to look at this from the opposite end. But what happened here in the M5? If we look at M5, we had this FEG that we respected, right? This bullish FEG that we have on M5. That's what I can see from here. This is a structure like that we respected. And then we also have an order block down here that we also respected, right? So we're marking these levels off to make sure of what we are looking at. If we look from this lag point, we drop down to this discount here for SPX. And now what we're looking for is, okay, we obviously hit these levels. We're making sense of what could have been or now what can be in the future. You know, what is our targets now here? Overall, we're looking obviously for our price to hit this. This is our overall target now from this high point to this low point, right? And we're looking now at this swing price that we have respected. Looks like we just flew. We just took off that swing high. So it's interesting because the level that we were focused on earlier, which was this, it did actually reject from this level here. And then from here, we had the overall impulse. And it's interesting because also yesterday, we did cover how we were going to be looking more for longs and we're looking for shorts because we are in a bullish seasonal tendency month. Obviously, what we were looking for didn't pan out, but price overall is heading bullish. And we can clearly see the hand that it's showing us right here for SPX. So now, do you want to continue trading from the levels that we're currently in? We do, right? But we just don't know if we're going to be able to get an entry here. Let's look at gold here. Gold obviously showing us a bearish hand. Whenever we have that kind of big push with SPX, it's interesting because now we can try to capitalize on the shorts with gold. So gold, we have this liquidity here. Overall, take a look at PA. We have Asian session and London session lows down here, so we can mark that off as well. We have our London lows here and London lows here. This happened at London right before we closed. Gold is the inverse of index pairs, so whenever we have moves that we don't spot index pairs, we can still try to capitalize from gold, right? Trade the opposite of what you're looking for with index pairs. Here you have our midnight / 8:30 open. Alright, so what am I looking for gold here? It looks like price obviously is a little bearish, not really giving us much here. I don't think it's gonna have enough volume to try to come back up to this level. We are at a level where a lot of people are gonna be looking along this right here, right? A lot of people are gonna be looking along this right here, and we have structural legs here, lower high points, short-term lower high points to lower lows here, right? Obviously, a lot of bearish momentum now. People are still gonna be trying around this, I'm telling you guys. So what we're looking for now is a little bit of a FVG that makes sense on this M1 time frame or a smaller time frame where we can try to capitalize for price dropping down to these levels here. I need to see something that makes sense for me, and then once we catch that, I can try to short this all the way down to these London lows down here, right? That's kind of what we're focused on as of now. Interestingly enough, we have this higher highs for SPX, so we have a lower low for, we have a lower high for US 30. That's going to be interesting to take a look at heading forward. You know, what does that mean now that we have a higher high, a lower high for SPX and a higher high, a lower high for US 30 and a higher high for SPX. We also have news at 11, I'm pretty sure. That's when our news we're kind of setting up for. Big downside curve or split for gold when we were looking at it for that short. Interestingly enough, we're dropping now to the midnight 8:30 open. We're still above that. No signs of any rejections yet. This is not an entry model, nothing we could do here unless we would have gotten a type of FVG. There's not much we could do if prices go like this, right? We can see how gold is just giving us this big decline, but there's nothing, really no entry model at all that I can tell you guys to get in, because this is just a gigantic drop down. You know, there's not really much for us to do here, but just see price do its thing. You know, if you are trading from levels like this, when you are trading gold or pairs in general, you're gambling more than not, because what you want to see is an entry model that you focus on. So for gold, even if we had this big decline that we have right now, it's not an entry because there's nothing that shows us that it's an entry. It's just giving us a big decline overall. Yes, obviously we are breaking levels of structure. This is going to be a level where it's not going to be a pocket of FVG before, you know, like it will be now. But again, it's not a model that you're trying to focus on to get on that for anything. You're not trying to get on this as any type of level because you understand that we're looking for those shorts overall. US 30 is now making that higher high, interesting enough, breaking out of the structural levels that we were focused on here. Interesting. Again, a lot of people are going to be looking for these longs here. I feel like we might try to go back up a little bit, but overall we're going to drop down definitely to London/Asian lows. That's going to be the liquidity for today. Once we take that for gold, once we take London and Asian lows for today, I'll be done for today because that's my liquidity for the day, right? You don't really have to trade more than that if you're focused on that for the day. You don't really have to capitalize on more if that is what you're kind of prone to look at. There's not really much more to focus on because obviously that is the liquidity for the day. And then if it does that, you're waiting for more liquidity to be built in to London/Asian highs. Gold again dropping, no entry model, nothing we could do about it, guys. Nothing we could do about today. Looks like price is just giving us some bearish, big bullish impulses for the next period, some big bearish moves for gold, but not really an entry model that we could have looked for and said, you know, this is that. Not really at all. Sorry guys. So we might get something for gold. We might get something a little bit later. We're just waiting for price to kind of give us a little bit of PA of what it wants to do here. M2 makes sense. What is it I used to call this? Pit pocket levels, bullish to bearish. It's gonna be a sell pool. So sell pool. Now I'm looking from this high to this low here. Where is our discounts? Right there, right? Not really much there. 4, not really much there. M2, we could see something there. So M2, we have a little bit of FEG here. Still like it because there's not really any wicks, so it's a little bit of a dead pools there. But overall, price from this angle, we could drop down here. So if we are looking to trade from this, this is your entry to get onto gold right now. You get on the short here, and you're trading above, and you're looking for price to drop down to this level here. Just nice and easy 2 to 1. That is what you're focused on for gold. M2 shorts. I'm gonna actually take this also on the Hyper Trading account here. On my on my trading view, because I want to record a video. Obviously, if it hits stops, it stops. But this is an entry model that we have trading from. So let's do 10 units. Stop loss above and TP below right there. Modify, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. For gold, XUSD, we're gonna get on these shorts. We're gonna see if price rejects it from that selling pool that we had in M2. You know, that's kind of what we're focused on right now. We're obviously bearish overall because of what happened with index pairs. We're looking at the inverse correlation. We had a big expansion for gold today. We're below Asia London highs. We're below the 8:30, 9:30 open. Sorry, we're below the 8:30 London open, midnight open. So we could see where bearish is here. Obviously, price can just hit or stops, but this is the part of trading that you do. You do back and forth, and you understand where you're trading from. That makes the most sense to you, right? $20 to make $53 on the paper trading account. I'll tell you guys, you can be at break even once you break that low. Once you break the 2035.885 lows, we can be at break even. Y yo comprando en el oro. Alejandro, en verdad no importa. Si tú ves que el mercado va a subir, no dejes que yo, porque yo estoy viendo que el mercado vaya a bajar, que dañe tu setup, ¿sabes? Eso no importa. A veces que yo también estoy incorrecto y tú puedes estar correcto. O sea, son cosas que pasan. EU gap with Fielder New York? I don't know. I'm not really trading EU. I'm trading gold right now on some gold shorts. Bullishness heading into gold here. What's going on with index pairs? Still looking very bullish for index pairs. Not really much of a stop here. Looks like we are getting a little bit of a pit pocket on US 30. We hit the FEG here, still going up higher. Overall, I believe that we're still going to take up these highs for index pairs. So keep your eyes on that. Looks like we're hitting a little bit of bearishness for dollar, right? Gold. Looks like we try to go up a little bit higher, but still not much. Just taking off some liquidity here. Focus on the M2 time frame more than anything here on gold. Guys, check out my mug. The mug that I have. It's like a Christmas mug that was with the Jack the Skeleton. It's a funny mug. A lot of water here. What are you guys trading? What are you guys trading right now? What do you guys think is gonna happen? Are you guys bullish for the day with like forex pairs? Are you guys bearish? What do you guys think we're gonna get today? Bullishness heading for gold. Don't let price confuse you. You gotta let price do its thing. You know, once you have your setup, it doesn't matter what the pair does. I don't care if price does the biggest bullish candle there is or the biggest bearish candle there is, right? And if I'm looking for a setup and I see my setup, I just let price do its thing, right? I already calculated my stops. I already calculated my TP. There has to be something obvious that tells me that price is going to switch. And then from there, maybe I would switch. But other than that, I won't switch no matter what. I'll just let price do its thing. Because I already calculated my TP and my levels, you know? I'm looking at gold. I've seen FEG above current price. For the longs or for the shorts? Alejandro, visito mucho, amigo. Por allá visité hace poco, pero no iba allá. Alright, so it looks like gold is giving us some bullish moves, heading to the levels that we had our stops on. That's fine by us. Doesn't really matter. We'll keep looking at other price like index pairs. Not really much to do there. Index pairs either. Gold just looking a little bit too bullish right now. We'll see if price can somehow manage to hold here. Interesting this big move from his M15 level. Looks like it did reject out of this M5 FEG. But we never really know. You know, it's all about being patient here. Hit top of the FEG that we covered there. We're still keeping in mind that we have supply here, right? We still have supply this level right here. So that's still not broken. As long as that's not broken, we're still pretty much good for this FEG here. Nice rejection that we got there once we hit that OB. Not bad rejection right there. Looks like that could be our overall level that we're focused on. This selling pool, we could just go ahead and take that off just so we can focus on this OB here. Looks like that is what we hit. Oops. Let me erase this. I don't want to erase that. I want to erase what's under this. That's fine. You guys ever wake up in the morning and your hair is all crazy? That's me right now. My hair is all crazy. We can move stops a little bit safer just above this OB. Right? That's what I would say to do for gold. Obviously you can hit it. But we're just looking at the outcomes here of looking at overall price. We can see that we do have a couple levels of distribution here. Obviously we could have hit the only reason why I don't really enjoy this trade is because we did hit a level where price could potentially shift, right? This is a level of FEG here. Looks like we did reject, but overall from this level, right? Overall, even if we look at this level, this is a level where we still have a lot of liquidity below, right? We still have a lot of liquidity below that we haven't really quite grabbed. So it's two things. If we do break out of this, then we're looking for something that gives us the context to now try to go for the long. But if we reject this, then we're going to continue looking for the short, right? Looks like we are heading to that stop level, unfortunately, today. We'll see if gold wants to hold here. It doesn't look like it does at all. We'll look at small time frames here to make sense of what actually happened. Looks like we had this big impulse here. started breaking down the structure, headed up higher, have an FEG there, but not a model that you want to trade from here, I would say, just yet for gold. Still want to keep your eyes here, because you do have an FEG above here as well on the M5, right? Still holding on, dear life. Still holding on for dear life with these people. Still holding on, but still alive. You know, that's what matters. What's going on, Cheryl? Bro, next section when? Tomorrow. Same time tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST. Same time tomorrow. So we're still alive for gold, surprisingly enough. It hasn't hit our stops. We're still alive. Still respecting out of that OB. We want to see price definitely drop below here. Now, you know, we don't want to see price hanging around this level because that means that we could just hit liquidity and go back up to a level that we covered. So we definitely want to see price drop below to the level that we're focused on now. So we got a bullish pull, a bearish pull here. Looks like we're still rejecting out of the levels that we covered. Gold is still just hanging on to dear life here, right? We want to see if we could potentially drop down here, break out of these levels. This is our current structural leg that we're in, right here. Lower high point to this lower low here. We're still hanging on to dear life. Oh, we just want to see price do its thing now, more than anything. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to show you guys the trade that we're in so you guys can take a look at it if you guys do want to get on it. This is a trade that we're in on the YouTube live. What we have, well, we're not in it anymore. We're not in it anymore. It just stopped us out on gold. That's what we were looking for. So it looks like we just got stopped out on gold. That's fine by us. It happens. Could have just been a liquidity hunt. Price from there just really tapped right back down. And this is the part of trading that it goes, right? Looks like it just tapped that level. And looks like a nice rejection here. Could potentially drop back all the way down to take off the liquidity down here. But that's just how trading goes. It did hit. I believe we do have news right now. So let me just double check here if that was news or what that was. I believe we have news either now or a little bit later, like at 11. So I'm not sure. Let me just check here. We have news at 11, so this could just be manipulation overall. And it looks like we are dropping down now, which is very frustrating to see actually. Look at that go, man. Oh my god. Don't you hate trading sometimes? Obviously hits our stops right there and now dropping all the way down. most likely to that level there that we covered. So now what I'm looking for is, can we get another possible entry that makes sense for us to try to get back on this level here, right? If we can get something that makes sense for us to try to get back on this shorts, I'll take it one more time, because obviously we are still looking for the shorts overall for gold, and price dropped down drastically right after they hit that level. So I'm just looking for something that makes sense to me, that potentially could tell me that yes, we are looking for that short, maybe like FEG or something of that sort, and then from there I would take the shorts again, which something like this is perfect. I don't know why it's showing this here. No, I don't want to hide this. I want to hide my entries. Settings, events. That's fine. We could definitely take another entry here at this level right here. We can see an FEG right here. This is your entry number 2 for the day. If we make the FEG here, let's see how price closes out. We have roughly 12 seconds to close out. And if we do, we could definitely take another entry right there. So yes, we're going to be looking for price to do the same thing here. Drop from this level, stops above, and again take price all the way down to these lows here. So you could get on this again, take it one more time here, see if we can sell here. And if we hit our stops, then we're obviously just going to be done for the day. That's if we hit the stops. Not looking very good like a trading day today, but we'll see what price does. It looks like we're just getting heavily manipulated for gold today. We had a big impulse here. Yeah, once it rejects out of that level, once it takes out its FEG, we could just let it go, because that's not gonna hold. Especially once it breaks out of the FEG that we had right there. So I'll just close out of that trade right there. Pretty much just an unfortunate day for gold, an unfortunate day for trading. Gold looks like it did manipulate me 101. I was the liquidity today. It happens. SPX, big impulse from that range that we had. Interesting to see. Could have capitalized from that, but we didn't. It happens, you know. Gold looks like it just wanted to manipulate us today. But alright, we'll end the stream for today. Not really a profitable day. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Thank you guys for hopping in. You guys know how it goes. No trade, no leverage, safe trading, and peace. Appreciate you guys. Peace out, brothers. Take it easy, guys. Dang, okay. So